Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Gods and Incarnations, Krishna's birthday. Sri Krishna Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita says, when the whole world is asleep, Jnani is awake, in the sense that he is aware of the brilliance of Jnana, while the world is blissfully unaware in the darkness of Ajnana. When it is dark everywhere, we welcome light. In the arid desert, if we come across some shadow and water, we are thrilled. The lightning with the dark clouds as the background seems more effulgent. Sri Krishna Paramatma's birthday is Krishna Paksha Ashtami in the month of Avani during the sun's southerly sojourn known as Dakshinayana. 1 year of us is 1 day for the Devas. Our Uttarayanam is their day, Dakshinayam is their night. So the time of birth of Krishna is the middle of the night. Similarly, our 1 month is 1 day for Pitrus. The waxing fortnight of Shukla Paksham of the moon is day for them, and the waning fortnight of Krishna Paksham of the moon is night for them. In that also, Ashtami is midnight for Pitrus. In Ashtami, Krishna was born in the middle of the night. But together, what does it mean? The time of Sri Krishna's birth is middle of the night for Devas, Pitrus and human beings. That too, he was born in the dark dungeon of a jail. His name is also Krishna, which means black. His skin is also dark. In a dark period for all, in the middle of the night for all, this dark named dark-skinned Krishna was born as a brilliant effulgence of the awareness of Jnana. This brilliance is eternally bright by itself and in contrast. His name and fame is glittering everywhere. His Gita is resounding everywhere. Srimad Bhagavatam, which describes his playful, lively adventures, is considered as the brightest among the jewels of Puranas. The eyes light up the physical body. The awareness of Jnana lights up our inner and outer life. For all living beings, Krishna is the eye which gives the light of awareness. Eye in Tamil is Kan. So Krishna in South India became Kanna, the darling. His form is capable of submerging our inner and physical eyes in perennial bliss. Through our ears, he fills us with the music of his enchanting flute and the essence of all knowledge and awareness of Jnana, of Gita. Gita Amrita and Amrita Gita. That Kannan is the eye for the whole world, the eye that gives light. He is the eye and also the light. Sri Krishna in one lifetime has played a variety of roles. A mischievous child, a shepherd boy, an artist who gambols playing on the flute, a Rasika who enjoys music, a wrestler who defeated Chanura and Mushtika sent by Kamsa, a matador when he had to tackle 7 bulls simultaneously as a precondition to winning of Nandajit's daughter Satya's hands in marriage, a master tactician and strategist, a messenger, a chauffeur driving Arjuna's chariot in the battlefield, a philanthropist who saves Kuchela from penury, a savior who retrieves Draupadi from extreme embarrassment and shame, a donor of salvation when he gave Bhishma Mukti. Not only that, the ultimate in giving Mukti even to the hunter who killed him with an arrow when his sojourn on earth was over. His exploits are of epic proportions. World is full of all sorts of people of a variety of mentalities and predilections. Braves, cowards, thieves, womanizers, idiots, fools, perseverers, old and young men of head weight and melting hearts, learneds and unreads, sophisticated and crude, misers and spendthrifts, yogis and jnanis, and pseudo intellectuals and so on. Not all of them can be attracted by one good Mahatma or Avatara, but none of them can deny the pull of Sri Krishna's attraction. The average good people are easily shepherded. It is the black sheep who are more difficult to be controlled. It is for their sake Krishna has come as clever, smart, mischievous, enigmatic, mysterious, and so on. His universal attraction and appeal makes him a Purna Avatara. Between the two yearly festivals, Shivaratri and Krishnashtami, there are exactly 108 days. In one was the emergence of the Jyotirling, and the other came as all black outside, all brilliance inside, the light of the world and universe, Krishna, that is Kanna. So black is all beautiful and acceptable without any aspersions or reservation. Sri Ram. Raman means a happy person. It also means a person who gives happiness. If there was one man who maintained dharma happily without vacillations despite facing enormous odds and difficulties, it was Rama. Even when outwardly he was stricken with sorrow, he was inwardly blissful, not buffeted by happy and sad events. Remaining happy to impart happiness to others is yogam. Such a person is a yogi. For common people, the method of controlling this mind from vacillations is to tie it up with a regimen of doing one's duties as given in Dharma Shastras with discipline and control. When you start living as per Dharma with no personal likes and dislikes, automatically the mind stops its oscillations and gets crystal clear. This clear mind becomes light and happy. This by itself takes you to the freedom of moksha. To live the life as a role model to be emulated, Sriman Narayana came as Rama as a living embodiment of Veda Dharma. When we read Ramayana, we notice that Rama never says, "This is my opinion," but always humbly says, "This is what is said in Vedas," or "This is the Shastra," or "This is what rishis say." He who is to be known as the quintessence of the Vedas simply lived in the garb of Rama, totally bounded by Veda Dharma, thereby exhibiting that in such living is the real happiness with efficiency. There are people who make fun of him, saying or writing, "What is the use of praying to such a man who was within hearing distance when Sita was whisked away by Ravana, despite her shouting his name and pleading for his help?" They knowingly or unknowingly forget that Rama lived in human form within human limitations. There is a drama being conducted. Ramayana is the drama. In it, Valmiki brings Lava and Kusha to Rama. Raja Pat, Ramaswamy Iyengar is dressed as Rama. His own twin sons are brought before him as Lava and Kusha. Drama Raman asks Valmiki, "Who are these children?" Should the audience make fun of Ramaswamy Iyengar, saying, "Aha, look at this, he does not recognize his own children"? The Valmiki character, if he says, they are the children of Ramaswamy Iyengar, "Aren't you Ramaswamy Iyengar?" How stupid such a question will sound. What is known in reality is to be enacted as though unknown in drama. Thus, while living as a human, Rama lived hiding his real powers and jnana. The essential matter of Veda Porul, that is Paramatma, when it took the role of Rama as the son of Dasharatha, Veda itself took the role of Ramayana. In that Ramayana, everywhere, it is Veda Dharma which is explained. When a child goes far away, mother will give packed food. Here in Ramayana, when Rama is to leave for living in the forest for 14 years, Mother Kaushalya Devi gave this Dharma has packed food that will not go bad ever. She blessed him with this Ashirvada Bhakshanam. Rama, the courage with which you protect Dharma, that Dharma will protect you in turn, she said. Niyamam, that is to be abiding with the constraints of Shastras, is important. Similarly, courage of convictions is important. Just because of being laughed at, one should not give up dharma. Lakshmana himself made fun of Rama, let alone anybody else. He said out of an abundance of love, Anna, my dear brother, you are unnecessarily encumbered by some inanimate constraint known as dharma. That is why you are having so many problems. Set aside dharma, leave it to me. I will wage a war with this Dasharatha and get you back your kingdom. Give me your permission. But Rama maintained only dharma, whatever may be said by whosoever. Finally, dharma protected him. Dharmam protected his head, that is, dharmam talai kattadu. Though Ravana had 10 heads, all of them rolled on the ground. Till date, Rama is revered as the embodiment of morality and justice. Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma. Keeping Rama as the ideal, those who keep chanting Rama Rama will be rid of all their mental blocks and live happily ever without deviating from Dharma. Sri Rama Navami. Kamban sings in his epic Ramayanam in Tamil, Nanmayayum Selvamum, Nalum Nalgume, Tinmayum Pavamum, Sidaindu Teyume, Senmalum Maranamum, Indru Tirume, Immaye Irama Indru, என்று இரண்டு எழுதினால் கம்பன் Ramayanam, Sirappu Payiram 14. The above stanza means all goodness and wealth will accrue daily, all bad and sins will dissipate, birth and death will vanish just by chanting of 2 letters of Rama. On Sri Ramanavami, young and old should chant the following few lines of Kamba Ramayana in Sri Rama Avatara Kattam. Vei Punar Pusamum விண்ணுளோர்களும் தூய கற்கடகளும் எழுந்து உள்ளவே சித்தரும் இயக்கரும் தெரிவை மார்களும் வித்தக முனிவரும் விண்ணோளர்களும் நித்தரும் முறைமுறை நெருங்கி ஆர்ப்புற தத்துரல் ஒழிந்து நீள் தருமம் ஓங்கவே ஒரு பகல் உலகு எல்லாம் உதரத்துள் பொதிந்து அருமறைக்கு உணர்வு அரும் அவனை அஞ்சன கருமுகிற் கொழுந்து எழில் காட்டும் ஜோதியை திற உறப் பயந்தனள் திறம் கொள் கோசலை. The above poems are quoted from Kamba Ramayanam, Balakandam, Thiru Avatara Padalam. Note, I have used letters I and L for Tamil letters, La of Mellinam and Valinam respectively. The above stanzas mean, at the time of the birth of Sri Rama, Punarpusa star and Kadagarashi, or galaxy of stars, were up in the sky. Siddhas, Kinnaras, Rakshasas, Rishis and Munis, and many other life forms of people were milling around and dancing in excitement when the capable Kosalai gave birth to that transcendent reality which contained the entire universe in its navel as a child of the complexion of dark clouds. People of age 20 and above should fast the whole day on Sri Ram Navami, Siddha Upavasam. In each village, young and old should gather in a temple or bhajne matam. Ramanama mantram should be chanted for at least 5 minutes. Then one person should lead and others repeat the 13 syllabled Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. They should go around the village or colony singing Rama mantram or bhajans. Thus they should come back to where they started from and complete the event with some eats as prasadam. Next day morning, people should gather in the same place and listen to someone who knows Sanskrit reading the Rama Pattabhisheka Sargam or read the following few lines from Kamba Ramayanam, Yuddha Kandam, Thiru Abhisheka Padalam. மங்கள கீதம் பாட மறையொலி முழுங்க வல்வாய்ச் சங்கினம் குமுற பாண்டில் தன்னுமை ஒலிப்ப தாயில் பொங்கு பல்லியங்கள் ஆர்ப்ப பூமழை பொழிய விண்ணோர் எங்கள் நாயகனை வெவ்வோறு எதிர்ந்து அபிடேகம் செய்தார். மாதவர் மறைவலாளர் மந்திரக் கிழவர் மற்றும் மூதறிவாளர் உள்ள சான்றவர் முதல் நீராட்ட ஜோதியான் மகனும் மற்றை துணைவரும் அனுமந்தானும் தீதிலா இலங்கை வேந்தும் பின் அபிடேகம் செய்தார். சித்தம் ஒத்துளன் என்றோதும் திருநகர் தெய்வ நன்னூல் வித்தகன் ஒருவன் சென்னி மலைச்செழுது என்னும் மேன்மை ஒத்த மூலுகத்தோர்க்கும் உவகையின் உறுதி உன்னின் தத்தம் உச்சியின் மேல் வைத்தது ஒத்தது அத்தாம மோலி. The last para means that seeing the golden crown on Sri Rama's head, people of all the three worlds felt thrilled as though each one of them had been crowned themselves. I was talking to you about how to celebrate Sri Ramanavami. So having chanted such poems by Kambar or Valmiki, the function should be ended by singing some bhajans and organized feeding of poor people. Let us pray to Sri Rama to develop deep-rooted devotion and discipline in all the people of the nation. Ayyappan, the one Paramatma, takes the form of Shiva and Narayana. As Shiva, he is Jnanamurti. As Narayana, he nourishes and protects the world. By saying this, we are not differentiating and saying that they are different entities. Neither does it mean that Narayana is any less in Jnana or that Shiva has no organizational power. This division of work is purely for our understanding. Shiva is sitting either under the banyan tree or on a snow-covered mountain peak. His whole body is smeared with ashes from the cremation grounds. He is wearing the tiger skin at the hip and his body is covered by the skin of the elephant. In his head, his hair is matted and rolled into a pyramid. His form, decoration and residence are appropriate for a Jnani. His hand is holding the Jnana Mudra. He and the surrounding areas are immersed in the silence of Atma Dhyana. He is the original Guru who instructs in Atma Jnana. He himself is the truth of Atma Swarupa. His is the job of a Jnani, that is to impart Atma Jnana. To protect the world is the job of a king. So, we think of Narayana as the emperor of Sri Vaikuntham. He is wearing yellow silk, Kaustuba jewels in the chest, garland made of exotic flowers, golden crown with inlaid gems and ear studs. His effulgence is further enhanced by his wearing the very Mahalakshmi, his consort on his chest, as he is the king of kings and all existence. Shiva, on the other hand, like the rishis who give special attention to cleanliness, is fond of bathing. That is why all over North India, wherever there is Shivaling, they hang a dhara patram over his head from which water keeps dripping. Mahavishnu, on the other hand, is fond of decorations. So we decorate him with gold and silk. That is why it is said, Alankara Priyo Vishnu va Abhisheka Priyo Shivaha. Ishvara's beauty has the pacifying effect on the observer. Sriman Narayana's has the attractive allure of Vasikaram. Both as Sri Rama and Sri Krishna, he had this magnetic pull of universal attraction. When he took the form of Mohini, it is but natural that in the female form of Mahavishnu, must have been very, very beautiful and thrilling the onlooker's mind and heart. That name Mohini itself means inducing desire. Lord Parmeshwara's heart, which is normally very calm and cool, could become enamored of the Mohini Rupa of Narayana, say the Puranas. This is not to be considered to be a crude union of two males. Remember that we are not to think of such infinities of power as confined to the limitations of the human form. The loving beauty of Narayana and the peace and quietude of Shiva combine to form another infinity of power and glory and light that became Ayyappa. This Ayyappa is called Sasta or Ayyanar and Hariharaputran, meaning the son of Hara, the Shiva, and Hari, the Vishnu. Ayyan is derived from Arya. Arya means respectable and does not mean a caste. A child born of a combination of the supreme powers of Vishnu and Shiva has to be respectable. Who else can be more so? The Shiva part is awareness of jnana and tapas. The Mahavishnu part is love, beauty, and compassion. In Hariharaputra, all these qualities have fruited into one. That is why, possibly, Shiva's two earlier sons are called lovingly as Pillayar and Kumaran, both indicative of children. But in the case of Sasta, he gets the respectable Ayyar. Arya became Ayya and Ayyar, like Mudalyar and Chettiar. Ayyan gets the respectable Ayyanar. Point to note here, normally in Tamil Nadu, the Ayyanar temples are located outside the villages without a roof, exposed to sun and rain. In these temples, there are no daily puja rituals done by priests by the name of Ayyar. The god himself is referred as Ayyar or Ayyanar. This itself is an indicator that all casteism and class differences being talked about nowadays were not much bothered within earlier times. In Shabari Hills, there is a place is known as Aryan Kavu, Arya's forest. Though there are many temples for many gods, other than Shasta, no other gods are referred as Ayyar or Aryan. Shasta is Satan in Tamil. In almost all the Sattanur named towns, villages, the presiding deity is Ayyappan. In Tamil Nadu, in every village, he is the village deity or who is called Grama Devatai. In Kerala, worship of Ayyappa has spread in a different way and not as the Grama Devata. He is a protector. He protects us from evil forces. From Sriman Narayana, he has the power to protect and nourish. From Shiva, he has the power to give us jnana. In the modern times, in independent India, when agnostic views are being publicized with much fanfare, it is being countered by Ayyappa Bhakti, which is growing with ever increasing vigor every year. Ayyappa, who is having Shabarimalai as his headquarters, is making inroads into every South Indian state and expanding his domain. This is a very encouraging sign. Devotion to Ayyappa is very effective against all agnostic propaganda. If we also seek his blessing and live deservingly, I am sure that this country and in turn the whole world will benefit. Mahaperiva Sharanam.